magical paintbrush. Max was an ordinary boy with an extraordinary imagination. He loved to draw, but no matter how hard he tried, his pictures never looked as magical as they did in his mind. One day, while exploring his grandmother's attic, he found an old wooden box covered in dust. Inside, there was a paintbrush with golden bristles that shimmered in the light. Curious, Max dipped the brush into a pot of blue paint and swept it across a blank canvas. To his amazement, the paint glowed and shimmered. Suddenly, the ocean he painted began to ripple, and a tiny fish leaped off the page and splashed into his room. Max's heart raced with excitement. "This is amazing!" he exclaimed. He quickly painted a bright yellow sun, and instantly, the room filled with warm golden light. Next, he painted a fluffy white cloud, and a soft breeze tickled his cheeks as the cloud floated gently above him. The possibilities were endless. Max painted a rainbow, and it arched across the sky outside his window. He painted a pair of wings on his shoes, and they lifted him off the ground. Laughing with delight, he soared over his town, the wind rushing past his face. But Max wasn't the only one who noticed the magic paintbrush. A greedy businessman named Mr. Grindle saw Max's creations and wanted the brush for himself. "With that brush, I could paint myself a fortune," he sneered. One night, Mr. Grindle sneaked into Max's room and stole the brush. The next morning, Max woke up to find everything he had painted fading away. The rainbow disappeared, the ocean dried up, and his flying shoes fell to the floor. Determined to get his brush back, Max followed the trail of golden paint drops to Mr. Grindle's mansion. Inside, he found the businessman frantically painting stacks of money, but they kept turning into useless piles of leaves. "Why isn't it working?" Mr. Grindle roared. Max stepped forward and said, "The paintbrush only works when you create from the heart." Realizing his mistake, Mr. Grindle handed the brush back. Max smiled, dipped the brush in bright colors, and painted a beautiful garden for the entire town to enjoy. From that day on, Max used his magical paintbrush to bring happiness, proving that creativity was the most powerful magic of all.